I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. I used to think Trump winning was some kind of cosmic mistake, like America tripped and hit its head and woke up confused. But I don't think that anymore. He didn't win in spite of who he is. He won because of it. See, Trump wasn't just a candidate. He was a reflection, a raw, unfiltered reflection of what millions of people already were. Angry, resentful, entitled, and furious that the world stopped centering them. And reflections don't lie. They just show you what's already there. If you were bitter about women having power, you saw yourself. If you were enraged by black and brown people demanding equality, you saw yourself. If you thought compassion was weakness and cruelty was honesty, you saw yourself. If accountability felt like persecution, there you were. If facts offended you, there you were. If empathy made you uncomfortable, there you were. But at some point, that reflection hardened into something else. It became a mirror. And mirrors don't just reflect, they invite. They say, this is who you are. Don't flinch, don't change, double down. See, if lying came natural to you, he normalized it. If cheating felt justified, he bragged about it. If exploiting workers felt smart, he modeled it. If bullying made you feel powerful, he made it presidential. He didn't ask people to grow. He told them growth was a scam. He didn't challenge insecurity. He weaponized it. And let's be honest, this was never about tax policy or border charts or inflation graphs. This was about permission. Permission to be openly hateful. Permission to be proudly ignorant. Permission to punch down and call it strength. Permission to abandon democracy the moment it stopped serving your ego. See, Trump didn't create the rot. He simply gave it a microphone. He walked into a country full of people already thinking these things and said, I'll say it for you, and I'll dare anyone to stop me. And that's the part I think we as Americans don't want to face. That tens of millions of Americans, they weren't fooled. They weren't brainwashed. They weren't confused. They felt validated. Validated in their rage at women, validated in their fear of diversity, validated in their resentment towards progress, validated in their belief that equality is theft. After decades of social progress, a whole lot of people were just waiting for someone to say, you don't have to evolve. You don't have to share. You don't have to care. And they showed up in droves. That's not a Trump problem. That is a cultural reckoning. And if this moment feels heavy, if your chest tightens when you scroll, if it feels like the ground beneath everything you believed in is shifting, good. That means you still have a moral nervous system, because this is how democracies rot. Not in one explosion, but in 1,000 excuses, 1,000 shrugs, 1,000 this isn't that bad moments. So if you're angry, stay angry. If you're alert, stay alert. If you're exhausted, rest, but don't disengage, because numbness is what they're counting on. If you made it to the end of this video, I tend to think you're not the problem. You're the resistance to normalization. And if this reflection made you feel uncomfortable, that was the point. Just a little bit of how my brain works. Hope it made some sense. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.